tourism in Penablanca, Cagayan aims to raise awareness among readers about the context of ethical values and practices when visiting the area. This is being produced to learn about the contribution of standard conduct and ethical tourism to the sustainable development of Penablanca. We, the researchers, define the issue in terms of gender equality norms and behaviors. Second, both travelers and tourism industry engage in activities relating to artistic, archaeological, and cultural assets. Additionally, we discovered that the tourist industry in Penablanca fosters an attitude of tolerance and respect for intellectual variety. And finally, we discovered how the Penablanca tourist industry protects the natural environment in order to continue economic development and consistently delight current and future generations.
Penablanca is a municipality in the province of Cagayan in the Philippines. The municipality was chosen as the site for the study because it is known to be fast increasing and growing in strength. It benefits both the general population and the local environment by increasing the demand for their products, services, and community trends. Inquiry participants will be interviewed via Zoom and Messenger in order to allow them to voice their opinions while avoiding face-to-face interaction in accordance with health and safety guidelines. The researchers will develop an interview guide composed of open-ended questions that will address the research study's objectives. In our informants, the researchers chose 4 participants to act as informants in this investigation. First is the DOT. This participant was entrusted with developing and promoting the Philippine tourism industry nationally and internationally. Second are the tour guides. This informant works in the business leading guided tours for a group of guests. Third, a person who does something especially for other people or for an organization willingly and without being forced or paid to do it. These are the volunteers. And lastly, a person who resides somewhere continuously or for an extended period. These are the residents.
To answer the question, what are the standards and best practices concerning gender equality? So according to Ms. Divine Grace Latao, a DOT officer in Penablanca, Cagayan, the municipality in partnership with the Department of Environment and Natural Resources gives utmost support to the women through an organization called Kibal Women's Organization. Tourist Police is a unit of the Cagayan Province Office founded by the Philippine National Police, Tourist Department, and Municipality. Also, tourism professionals stated that women are granted equal rights and opportunities as subject matter experts. When it comes to marketing Penablanca's tourist business, training and seminars, primarily those targeted at aiding individuals in earning money, are available to anybody regardless of their socio-economic background or financial capacity to pay for them. Our last respondent, which is volunteers, stated that as part of municipality's efforts na mapaunlad ang turismo, ang mga kababaihan dito ay may equal access to roles and can participate in trainings. Mostly yung focus na sa development and livelihood. Nagkaroon ng unity ang iba't ibang department ng Cagayan Province para maging handa ang industriya ng turismo when it comes to protection, yung safety and security.
Volunteers stated that archaeological sites are regularly verified and governed by organizations. There should be a stringent policies and standards for museums to preserve privately held cultural artifacts and notify visitors. The best method to encourage is to promote these sites and make sure that guests are well informed before attending a tour. Tourism professionals mentioned that here are some tips and actions for visitors to our municipality to help conserve various attractions. As tour guides, we seek to publicize ancient sites, and despite this, the government is working with schools, churches, and youth to educate inhabitants the significance of religious institutions. To answer the question, what activities are conducted by both tourists and the tourism sector concerning the artistic, archaeological, and cultural heritage? According to the DOT officer, Ms. Divine Grace Latao, the municipality of Penablanca has a talapamana, or an inventory of cultural property that is periodically updated. The LGU's Tourism, Culture, and Arts Division is striving to get all cultural assets, including religious buildings and relics, declared significant cultural properties, and the LGU has created regulations for tourists and visitors to safeguard our landmarks, culture, and history.
How does the tourism sector in Penablanca instill the attitude of tolerance and respect for the diversity of philosophical beliefs? Ms. Divine Grace Litao, DOT Officer Penablanca, stated that a new generation is being exposed to the Penablanca's culture, customs, and beliefs. Our Agta brothers and sisters that live near the Pinakanawan River mainly attend the IEC. They now serve as tour guides at our tourist sites. Also, the LGU's Equal Opportunity Policy requires that all job openings will be posted prominently so that they can know the job prospects. Tourism professionals stated that if the indigenous people, which are the participants, work hand in hand with them, grant their permission, and engage in the tourism activities, the area will be a success. Responsible tourism in the province may be shown by the municipality's actions, which demonstrates ethical principles in relation to the province's variety of culture, belief, customs, and traditions.
How does Penablanca tourist sector safeguard the natural environment to sustain economic growth and satisfy present and future generation continuously? According to Divine Grace Latao, a DOT officer, that the local government unit of Penablanca has approved tourism master plan, which serves as a blueprint for the development of tourism in the municipality. Currently, the Tourism Information and Culture and the Arts Office, in partnership with the other stakeholders in crafting the local tourism development plan, which shall set the priority programs, projects, and activities to achieve the mission and vision of the tourism master plan. Limited activities are allowed and certain areas are off limits to ensure the strict protection of those areas. Next is according to the volunteers, stated that by educating the public on the values of this species to our planet, we may encourage them to share their knowledge with others. Maipapasa sa iba yung kaalaman na nalalaman nila. May mga strict implementation sa different barangays and areas, lalong-lalo na ang mga resources. May mga organizations and department that can really help to enhance and develop ecotourism. Bilang isang residente ng Penablanca at isang individual, magmumula rin sa akin ang respeto at pangangalaga sa kapaligiran. Lastly, according to the tourism professionals, stated that ecotourism in the province is supported by regulations, rules, and initiatives that assist improve the quality of life for residents while promoting sustainable tourism. We urge people to pass on our knowledge about the importance of these species on the earth by teaching them about it. It is expected that visitors and tourists are only permitted to participate in a limited number of activities.
Ethical values and practices of the local government, tour guides, and residents volunteers can contribute to the inclusive and sustainable development of Penablanca, Cagayan, as demonstrated in the case study. Maintaining unity in the face of gender disparities is one of the most crucial things for them to understand. There is no doubt that having the feeling of pakikisama and paggalang is vital to practice ethical ideals. A substantial role in adopting ethical principles and practices in Penablanca has been identified as having been played by education. The researchers discovered that when it comes to conserving and protecting the natural environment, educating the public on the significance of these species to our planet can help ensure their protection from abusive behaviors of the local communities and visitors. Every one of our respondents has shown a commitment to put these ethical ideals and practices into action.
Ethical tourism seeks to maximize tourism's benefits while minimizing its drawbacks. In Penablanca, Cagayan, ethical tourism mitigates negative economic, environmental, and social impacts. This study can also be a medium to contribute to the development of understanding of ethical tourism. It is a potential tool to provide social awareness, information, social equality, economic prosperity, and a better environment. It may also serve as a comprehensive teaching tool for future generations of Filipinos, encouraging them to protect and care for all that is distinctive to the region.
Piliin mo ang Pilipinas.